You're recording this?
Now I am. I just started.
Oh, no video proof.
Oh, what the?
Why are you lying
Oh,
down?
come on.
Go here, dude. Okay.
Hang on. Somebody messed with my board. Gotta redo this.
Prometheus board. Bro, I remember when we first got one of those, like when I was youngster.
Oh, these boards?
Yeah, I thought it was so crazy.
Yeah, like
Alright.
4th grade.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, I thought it was
Alright.
cool when we got those
Alright,
little
here we go.
remote things. How we,
Oh, yeah.
I have those, but I don't like using
Oh,
them.
no. I know. Yeah.
Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be graphing some parabolas by hand. And you know what? I think we're actually going to skip the domain and range part, even though I put it on here. We're going to skip that. We're just going to practice graphing, and then we'll do domain and range again tomorrow. Maybe we'll add that on or something. Alright. So, we're going to graph y equals 1 over 3 x squared. So we're going to make a table. And in our table, we're going to go, we have done these before.
Wait. Tell us to make the table on Desmos first.
We are going to do it on this one. But we're just going to write down our x's numbers first. So, we made these tables before. For today, we're going to use the x's, and we're going to plug them in to our 1 over 3 x squared. We're going to plug in numbers there. We're going to use Desmos. That would be kind of nice. So, the x's we're going to use today are 0, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to use Desmos to help us out with this. So what we could do is we could go one by one, plug in 0 for x and calculate it, plug in 1, calculate it, plug in 2, calculate it. But we're going to use Desmos because that's paid. So get Desmos going. And actually, after we do this first one, all you have to really do is change one piece. So after we add in the first one, it'll be pretty easy. Give me just a second.
You click on the plus sign and then you click on the table.
Oh no, that's not what I want. Oh well.
Clicking on the table, I don't care what you're
All right.
saying.
So, go to the plus sign, yep, and go table. Okay. And we're going to change this around. I actually found a little bit easier way to do it. All right, click where it says x1 and just type in x. Get rid of that 1.
X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And over here where it says y1, get rid of that. And we are going to type in what y equals. So, let me see. It was 1 over 3 x squared. In Desmos here, I'm going to go 1 divided by 3, click over here, x squared, like this. And then
Over where?
What?
To
I click to the right so my x squared isn't down by the 3. It needs to be right in the middle.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
Okay.
How do I get this squared above it?
It is this A2 button. Mm-hmm.
Yo, ever since I pushed it, it made everything like smaller.
Dude, right
Now it's like really difficult to see.
Oh, on your Chrome screen, click up here in the magnifying glass, and then go reset.
And the what?
And then go like reset.
Bro, I don't know.
Top right, little magnifying glass. It's too small to see, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
I don't even know how to
Wait,
make
no,
the table.
I don't get it.
Alright, click on that plus sign, and then go table. Oh no, freaking so small, it's gone.
You guys have found it. So
You guys have it right.
you don't have to worry about it. It's okay.
Oh no, that made it even worse.
Yeah.
That do.
You should. We can do it. You're gonna get pushed.
Oh no, please don't.
Alright.
You better be scared.
Please don't push me anything like that.
You asked for it.
Alright, so your top left part, just have x. Your top right part, instead of y1, delete that and go 1 over 3 x squared. And then in the x, type in 0, 1, 2, 3.
Dude, I'm.
No, I'll make sure everybody's got their table going before we start.
I think I might have to do this.
Yep.
No, I can't get rid of it.
Mine is
Mine is great.
Get rid of that one.
Shut up.
Type in 0.
I guess you're right.
Look at that x.
That's crazy.
Delete
You
that
never
one.
got it. You never got it.
There you go. I have got you before. There you go. I got you yesterday.
Yeah, look at
That's
good. Got it, Lyra?
No.
No. Plus sign.
Okay.
At table.
Oh, how did I do that?
Plus sign.
Oh.
Table. Alright. Delete x1 and just type an x. Put it out there. Okay. And delete y1. And we're doing 1 over 3 x squared. So delete the whole thing for y. Yeah. And go 1 divided by 3. Go to the right a little bit. Yep. Now x squared. Alright. And then in here go 0, 1, 2, 3.
We're just doing this thing again.
Yeah. Alright, so we actually have our whole table set up. So all we need to do from now on for the rest of this lesson is we just need to change this piece right here, where the y1 was. We just need to change to be whatever we're graphing. So I've got my table here in Desmos, pretty nice. So when I plug in 0 for my x, I get 0 for y. When I plug in 1, I get 0.3 repeating, 2, 1.3, 3, 3. So I'm going to fill up my table here real quick. So I had, back here. There we go. So I had 0, 0.3, 1.3, and 3. We're going to graph this parabola by graphing our table, and then from there we're going to have to work with our axis of symmetry and stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've got my table here. I'm going to go over here, and we are going to graph our table. So we had 0, 0, right? That was my first dot. So I'm going to put that dot here at 0, 0. And then I had 1.3. I'm going to go over here. 1.3, I'm just going to guess. It's about right there. I had 2, 1.3. Yeah, it's about right there. And then I had 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put my dot like this.
Just graphing today?
Yes.
All
All right.
Give us homework.
Do we have a parabola yet?
Nope, homework.
No, we don't have a parabola yet. We're not done yet. We're not done. We don't have a parabola. We have about half of a parabola. So, remember how yesterday we talked about the axis of symmetry? It is that line that cuts our parabola in half. We're going to use that axis of symmetry today. And today, and this is just for today, on other days it's not going to be like this, it'll be somewhere else. But for today, your axis of symmetry is always going to be your y-axis. So I'm going to put a little dashed line on my y-axis.
You're lying to us.
Just for today it is.
No.
For days.
Okay. So I've got my axis of symmetry in here. This cuts my parabola in half. So what this means, if I know I've got this dot on my
So
right
you gotta
half,
do the exact opposite of
we're going to do the exact opposite. So if I have this dot on the right half, and I go left one to get to my
so
axis
it's
of symmetry.
-1, -0.3.
Negative 1.3. So hang on, you're close, you're very close. So if I go left one to get to my axis of symmetry, if I go left one again, I have that dot.
So it's just reverse.
On this one here, it's reflected over this.
Just mirror.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I said.
So if I go left 1, 2, and I go left 1, 2 again, I have this dot. If I go left 1, 2, 3, I go left 1, 2, 3 again, I get this dot. Now this looks more like a parabola, because remember parabolas look like a U or like a hill, like an upside down U. So we've got all of our dots on here, but we have to actually make a parabola. So I'm going to go through and connect my dots, make my U, put my arrows on the end, and that's just like
Nope,
that.
no arrows. $5 each arrow.
So you're going to pay me $10 for those arrows?
No. Every arrow we put on, you gotta pay us.
Hey, you can pay yourself $5 per arrow.
Really?
And we're going to skip the domain and range. I just want to practice graphing. Domain and range aren't as exciting as graphing.
Pretty easy.
So,
Alright, and that's basically what we're doing. No, we're going to practice a couple more first. You guys always say that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just start it. And you get it wrong.
I
You
don't.
didn't practice.
I don't.
Alright, we're going to graph. We're not going to do the domain and range part here. We're going to graph negative 3x squared. So first thing, we're going to do our table. So graph negative 3x squared. So 0, 1, 2, 3.
Negative.
I'm going to go back here to Desmos. And all I need to do in Desmos is delete.
I got it.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm just going to change this thing up at the top here to my, it was negative 3, right? Yeah, negative 3x squared. I'm just going to delete this over here on my table. Oh, get back. There we go.
There you go.
Alright. So I deleted that, and now I've got my table filled out. All I had to do was change this top right one. So for my table, when I plug in 0 for x, I get 0, then 1, negative 3, then 2, negative 12, and 3, negative 27. So I'm going to go back here, fill up my table. 0, 0, negative 3, negative 12, negative 27. All right. So we are going to graph these, but before we do that, let's take a look at them. What's our biggest y? Or maybe our smallest y?
Bottom. Top.
Negative 27.
Negative 27, right? Do you guys want to count 27 lines?
No.
Do we even have 27 lines?
No.
No. So what should we go by instead of ones? 3 is a good one. 3 is a good one. So I'm going to make each line worth 3 on my graph. But since I'm going down, it's going to be negative. So I'm going to go negative 3, negative 6, negative 9, negative 12, negative 15, negative 18, negative 21, negative 24, negative 27. Like that. So each one of these lines is worth 3.
So the first one's 3, the second one's 6,
Yep.
9, 12.
But negatives. They're negatives because we're going down.
12.
Okay. After that, we're going to graph our actual dots, and then we're going to have to reflect them over our axis
I
of
only went to
symmetry.
negative 21.
You got to go to 27. Then.
You got.
That's our biggest, well, smallest. It's the one that's farthest away. 27. All right. So I got 0, 0. Put my dot at 0, 0. I got 1, negative 3, 2, negative 12, 3, negative 27, and I got my dots. But, is this a parabola yet? No. So, I'm going to have to draw in my axis of symmetry. I'm going to put my dashed line on my y-axis. Remember, it's pretty much only for today that this is my axis of symmetry. After today, they'll be in different spots. So I'm going to reflect all my dots over my axis of symmetry. So when I look at this one, if I go left 1, I can go left 1 again, and I got that dot. I go left 1, 2, go left 1, 2 again, go left 1, 2, 3, left 1, 2, 3 again. Now I got my dots. Dots, dots, dots.
Bro.
God dang it.
No more dots.
Oh shoot! I didn't even see what we were doing. 0, 0, and then 1, negative 3.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you some time to graph it.
2, 12.
Can I have the headphones next period?
3, 27.
I'm always asking before the freshman day.
Go. And then we're still not quite done. Roy, what do I got to do to finish this problem?
Find the AOS.
No, I did that already. That's my purple dash line right here. It's really easy. You're overthinking it.
Is it really easy though?
It is. You're overthinking it. Oh, it's gonna bug you now.
Uh,
Nobody tell him.
Wait, what?
Nobody tell him.
Answer that
Come on,
question.
you can do this.
That's good, Jay.
I believe you, Roy.
Do we have a graph
you
the
have
line
to
yet?
make the U.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good. So we've got our dots. We have to actually connect them and make the U,
It's an arrow.
and put our arrows on the end.
You're an arrow.
We should have kept going. We should have been like, maybe you could have an arrow to point you in the right direction.
Oh god.
I got the
Oh.
That was good. Alright, so you can't just do your dots, you gotta actually connect them, put your arrows.
I don't want to see
We'll just move on.
Alright, you guys wanna do an in class? Or you wanna try one more together?
In class.
exit ticket.
Alright, let's do. Alright. So I went to the graph 4x squared minus 8. Don't do the domain arrange part. That's not as important as graphing right now. 0, 1, 2, 3. So fill out your table and graph 4x squared minus 8.
You're for it.
I am.
Hey sir, I can't see them. Dots are gone.
You're a dot.
What?
The dots are gone.
What do you mean the dots are gone?
You lost your dots. Where are the dots?
Here. Marble block.
Where are the dots? Oh, see one.
You don't feel like that.
This kid is. Let's see.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Yep.
Rachel. Show me the dot.
Mm. And on this, what do you guys actually?
I love you,
How do you do it on your own? So I'll give you a hint. When you graph this, you don't want to go by ones. You're gonna have to figure something else out.
Hey, yo, boy.
Have you seen Big Mouth?
Yeah.
You see it on
Yeah,
I was-
the Italian stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go up
Trying to
5
give me a
4.
kiss now. I get to.
Adrian. Oh my god. It's really funny.
Wait,
Have
wait.
you
So
seen that, Jay?
I put 0
What?
and then
Big
put
mouth.
down 8.
In what?
Big mouth.
But
Yeah, the freaking
What about
thing talking about
Yeah.
four's pretty
It's
good.
hella funny and hella true.
It's weird, dude.
It's not true though.
It's pretty funny, yeah.
Wait, what? I got. What did I do?
Boom.
You have to put -8 too?
I don't know, dude. Desmond see.
So
Or do we
negative
just leave
8
like
would
that?
be
Yeah, -8. That's part of the problem.
-8. Alright. So like that?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll give you a hint. If you haven't figured it out yet, don't go by ones in your graph. That's little. You don't have enough space for that.
I'll go
Do
by
we
2.
just put the first point on -8 right there on
Yep.
on the y line.
Mm-hmm.
Cool kid, I'm confused. Come here.
Yep. You got it. Keep going.
I went 0, negative 8.
Yep.
And then I went 1, negative 4.
Uh-huh.
And then I went 2, 8.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm supposed to be looking like that.
Yeah. Now I gotta go to 344.
Very good.
I'll show you.
I don't know why you doubting yourself, man. You got this. I believe in you, Lucas.
Everyone does.
I don't know about that.
Everyone. Looks like a. What is that?
What?
I gotta make the other side of it. Son of a.
It's really easy. I don't know why you're doing this.
Literally, all I do is like I look right here and then it's 1 away, so I just put it right there. And then that's 2 away, so that's 1, 2.
Got it.
And then there's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
You got it. Looking good.
Joy though.
Looking good. You got this, Caleb?
No.
This is just like what?
Can I go by 4? Four is a good one. Yep. Yeah, because you're gonna have to go down to -8, right? Then you're gonna have to go up to 28. So you're gonna start going up.
go 4
Yeah.
again.
That's what Theo sounds like. He's Mexican, so he does an accent. So every time he
And Mr.
talks
Goldberg.
series, but an accent.
When we listen to music, it's okay if I like get on my
You ever
phone,
notice
turn
that
on
he does that
Pandora.
sometimes? Should we
We
get
got
like
it for
into
class.
Spanish accent?
What?
I
Come on.
did that yesterday.
All I have to
I
do
got
is
wireless.
I just have to connect it.
You
It's
should have done it
not.
before class and tossed it. Really
That's
fast.
BS.
No.
Yeah,
Let me do it
it's
today, and
like
I know from now on.
No.
Come on.
Come on, Lily.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, can I go to the bathroom?
After the lesson?
Talk really fast.
I think I did this right.
Let's start the song.
Go by 5 as well.
Sorry,
You gotta go by 5.
Sorry,
So
really
that's
fast, like
five.
country.
Looks pretty good. All right, these are looking pretty good. So we're gonna go around. You guys are gonna help me out. Roy,
Yep.
fill in the first part of the table.
Nope, $5.
That's the table. Fill in that first number.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna do the exit ticket. We have to do this.
Just the first number. Yep, you guys are all gonna help with this. So.
Ah, I hate this tablet, dude.
Lucas.
Hold on.
What?
No, don't put the first dot. Not the first dot. On the table. On the table. The first number.
The first number.
Yeah, on the table on the left.
Oh.
So when x is 0, what's y?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we write it down. You got this, Roy. That's a huge 8, but okay.
Dude.
Jake, do the next number.
It looks like an infinity sign just turned seconds.
I don't need
That is an infinity sign.
Alright, when you plug in 1 for x, what do we get, Jake?
Can I check the time book?
You get 4.
Oh no, there's like codebooks right here.
There.
Like 10
Oh man, I have to find it.
Alright, Jake, you got this. I'm believing you.
Make it bigger than the last one.
No, don't.
Do it.
Alright, we get -4. Alright, when I plug in 2 for x, what do I get? My table. Get rid of that headphone.
I don't think the kid really
Take it out.
did.
I have one headphone.
Take them both out.
Since these are only going by, since these are just decimals, kind
Whoa, it grabs it for you?
Can I grab
Alright, when you plug in 2, what do you get, Ira?
I want to put a number.
Yep.
But do you, Andre?
Do you know the way?
That is a nice.
We need that for our graph.
There you go.
Cut that out.
Get this.
Get out of here. garbage.
Don't erase it, you're gonna take longer.
We will, but we need the space.
No,
We need it. Alright, Lucas.
Hold on.
When we plug in 3 for... Stop doing your exit ticket. Quit getting ahead of you.
28. Let me do it, go pee.
Alright, when you
I
plug
wanted
in
to do
3,
it.
what do you get? Oh, you'll be next, DeAndre. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
When you plug in 3, what do you get?
Worry.
Hit the dot. I want to push the dots.
It's the wrong one. The last one. This one right here.
Oh,
We're doing the in-class ticket.
oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
doing the.
You're doing the exit ticket.
You can calm
That's it.
down.
Good enough. It's 2. It looks like 3.
Wait, what?
What?
Tail or something. I don't know. 24. Alright. DeAndre.
You got 24.
Well, I'm gonna make each one of
Why
these lines go
why
by.
is this saying I got
It's
28?
28.
It's 28.
Is it 28?
Anyway.
Alright, hang on. 3. 3
Uh,
squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Yeah, it is 28. Oh, Lucas. Lucas.
You just made it worse.
Alright, DeAndre.
Hey,
We're
man,
gonna
I
go
just
by.
put what it gave me.
Go by force.
Alright, so put your numbers.
Alright.
You can put the numbers on the
I
graph.
didn't do it. Des must be.
So,
Mhm.
hold on. So you go 0, 8. So, do you have to do all of them?
Yes.
What?
You wanted to turn. No.
Oh no, you
write,
go by
write the
4.
numbers on the
4.
side.
That's it.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, write the numbers on the side.
32.25.
Oh, this is gonna be forever.
Oh no.
I take it back. Don't write all the numbers.
I just put negative 1.
Okay, fine. Now go up. Go up. Up. No. Up. Put your numbers up there. 4,
You don't want to wanted me to do this.
8.
Shut up.
What is?
I'm
12.
insecure.
16.
Hey, go get
20.
Put it in Socrative. Let me get out of here.
It's not Socratic because you're graphing.
I just want
I'm
to
just gonna check it. Alright. Caleb. No. Sign that. It's not. Alright, Caleb. I want you to put all the dots
people
on the
know
table.
we did that.
All 4 dots on the table.
I was gonna have myself in the
Don't
shadow.
go 8.
on YouTube.
No.
8.
Because Lily's gonna do the last 4. Alright, there's 1.
I'm just trying to go back to the room.
No, wait.
I'm standing. No.
Exit ticket.
No, I'm getting nice.
Okay. Keep going.
We're going.
Almost done.
No, stop. Keep it going.
There you go. Last one. Stick the landing.
Should I make that my profile pic?
Keep it
That should
going.
be brief.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm going.
There you go. Alright, Lily. Do the reflected dots. The other side of our parabola. Almost done.
Always gets me.
Strong.
And then it looks back.
Too far left.
Oh.
Right there.
To
There you
the
go.
left, to the left. Everything.
No,
is
Deontay.
right.
Just no. Too far.
I can sing most of
Oh
those
wait,
songs.
what?
No, they're still
Too far.
playing.
Yeah, too far. Right there. Oh, you know what? I think that one on top is even. It's fine.
I can't see.
No. Okay.
I want to live
And then one more right. One more right. Nope, that's left.
Nope.
Oh, my bad.
There you go, right there. There you go.
Come on.
That top dot's a little off, but that's fine. We'll just call it good.
My bad.
Alright, now we gotta finish this off. I should make Roy do it.
Come on. Just let it. Sign it under Socrative. That's it.
What is that?
Dude, you like went around the
Oh,
dot.
Something wrong with that dot?
There we go.
Alright. Alright, nice job, guys. So, that is it for your exit ticket. Do it on your paper, and then I will check it in like 5 minutes. Because we're graphing, we're not doing it in Socrative. So I'll walk around and check it in about 5 minutes. So just leave it there if you're done already.
Check mine out.
Can I go to the bathroom?
He said.
No, I asked
Lucas
first.
was
Don't even
first.
try to do that.
What? I asked first.
You're such a
You just
liar.
want to start your music. Nice try.
No, what?
Yeah.
Go I don't know what you're talking about.